Fiona tagged after her like a slower, shorter shadow. Fiona and Arden looked very much alike, as long as you didn't look too closely. They both had their dad's brown eyes, long eyelashes, and dark hair, although Arden's hair always stayed sleek, and Fiona's was prone to tangles and frizz. Arden had inherited their mom's pointed chin, while Fiona had gotten her dad's square jaw, which made her look even more stubborn than she was. Arden was also 5 inches taller and moved like a dancing hummingbird, while Fiona moved like something cautious and short-legged, something like a guinea pig. "Mom," said Arden, darting into the kitchen doorway. "What are you doing?" Their mom looked up from a pile of boxes. A smudge of newsprint streaked her forehead. Her right hand held 2 coffee mugs, and her left clutched a wad of newspaper. "You're kidding, right?" Arden shook her head. The tip of her ponytail whipped Fiona's cheek. "It's 3:30. "What?" Their mom glanced at the oven clock, which wasn't programmed yet. She set down the mugs and pushed her springy red hair back from her forehead, leaving another smudge. "Already?" "Mom, please," said Arden. "I can't be late." "Okay." Their mom sighed. "Get your bag. I'll meet you in the car." Fiona watched her sister flit out of sight. "Arden has to go to practice, even on moving day?" "Not great timing, I know." Her mom rinsed her hands in the sink, groped at the refrigerator handle for a towel that wasn't there, and wiped her palms on her jeans instead. "You'll have to help your dad finish unloading, Ladybug. If we don't return the moving van by 5, we get charged for another full day." She planted a kiss on Fiona's forehead as she passed. "Thanks for being a team player." Moments later, the sound of the car roared through the house and dwindled away. "Well, Fifi," called her dad from the front door. "Ready to play Beat the Clock?" The day was hot for mid-June. Inside the moving van, the air was stifling. Fiona clunked up and down the unloading ramp, her face prickling with sweat, her muscles growing rubbery. The heat seemed to needle its way beneath her skin. It wasn't fair that she and her dad were working alone. Not when the entire reason they'd moved to this town was for Arden, so that she could be closer to her figure skating club in the Boston suburbs. Her mom and dad kept saying the move was for the whole family, that it saved one of them from having to make the 4-hour round trip with Arden 4 days a week, that it gave them all more time. But they wouldn't have lost the time in the first place if it weren't for Arden. "4:45, cheered Fiona's dad as they carried in the last load. "Exactly enough time to get to the rental place." He lifted his hand for a high five. Fiona slapped it with her sweaty palm. "All aboard, Fifi!" "Hey, Dad!" Fiona shouted before he could jog away. "If we're dropping off the truck, how are we going to get back home?" 25 minutes later, they were pedaling their bikes out of the truck rental lot into the unfamiliar streets of Lost Lake. Fiona followed her dad past an ancient brick post office, a town hall with stiff white columns, and 2 churches with steeples sharp as nails. Monstrous oaks and maples layered the streets with shade. Even though it was only 5:30, most of the downtown businesses were already darkened for the night, their signs flipped from open to closed. A thick hush dampened the air. "Hey!" shouted her dad as they pedaled down Main Street. "An ice cream parlor! We'll have to try it sometime." "Ice cream?" Fiona looked up, surprised. 3/4 of the Crane family, the 3/4 that were an anatomy professor, a nurse practitioner, and a future Olympian, were intensely healthy eaters. If her dad was offering ice cream, he must be trying to cheer up the 1/4 of the family that was going to be an archaeologist historian and eat whatever it wanted. Fiona followed her dad's pointing arm. Like every place else in downtown Lost Lake, the ice cream shop was closed. The